Pamela Anderson had to address Meghan Markle copying her cooking show, while Markle's Netflix deal might actually still happen. The most recent news, which is Pamela Anderson shutting down talks about Meghan Markle copying her cooking show.
Meghan Markle is facing another humiliation after it emerged that she has ripped off Pamela Anderson's cooking series. She's been so revolting to actually do this to Pamela Anderson.
Two women, two lifestyle shows. One loud rumor. Did Meghan Markle copy Pamela Anderson? That's the headline eating your feed, but here's the twist. When Pamela herself was asked, she didn't swing back. She shrugged. She smiled. She basically said, relax. Tonight, we're separating clips from context, picking apart the formats, and asking the only question that matters for viewers. Which show actually feels authentic on screen? Not loudest, not trendiest, the one that lands as real. Let's test the vibes, the receipts, and the timing, because timing always tells on a rumor. Quick favor before we dive. If you want long-form breakdowns that stay fair, hit like and subscribe right now. Drop a comment with real deal so I know you made it to the deep end. Your tap keeps this kind of no drama, receipts, first content alive. Okay, back to the question everyone's arguing about, even though the person at the center already gave the calmest answer in the room.
With Love, Meghan was of your show, Pamela's Cooking with Love.
She has messed about, hasn't she? It's obvious that she's stolen it.
There were articles saying that these two shows were very similar.
One, I didn't.
You did not, on a scale from 1 to 10, on 1.
No,
You did not see any similarities.
No, I didn't.
Here's the moment that changed the tone. In a recent interview, Pamela Anderson was asked point blank if Meghan Markle's With Love Meghan it was a copy of Pamela's Cooking with Love. Pamela didn't feed the feud. She rated the copy idea a 1 out of 10, basically a no, and added that she didn't invent cooking shows. Translation: same lane, different cars, no crisis. That's not a subtweet. That's the actual source pushing pause on the narrative that the internet was trying to inflate.
And the fact that she couldn't even come up with an original title. I mean, come on. Cooking with Love compared to With Love Meghan.
So what are we comparing? Pamela's series leans into intimate dinner party energy, coastal textures, candles, conversation, plant-forward plates, guest chefs who feel like friends. The pace is unhurried. You hear forks, not fireworks. Meghan's series is a broader lifestyle hosting hybrid, entertaining, recipes, crafts, plus thoughtful cameos from culinary names you recognize. The energy is California polished, clean lines, curated tablescapes, cozy but camera ready. Yes, both involve food, but food TV didn't start yesterday. The question is execution, not ownership of a genre.
A polite, respectful shade. I don't watch Meghan Markle. I don't pay attention. I don't look into Meghan Markle at all.
Pamela's format sells time and space. She invites you into a lived-in setting that feels tactile. Wood, linen, soft light. Conversations wander. You learn a technique almost by accident because the scene breathes. The camera doesn't rush to the next beat. It lingers and lets you eavesdrop. That intimacy is the product. It's not trying to go viral in 15 seconds. It's offering a long exhale after a noisy day, with plates you could actually cook, without a set of specialty gadgets you don't own. Meghan's format sells curation and community. The dishes look like something you'd pin, but the point isn't only the recipe. It's the gathering, the hosting choices, the thoughtful details. How to plate, how to pace, how to make a table feel intentional. Guest experts pop in with practical wisdom and little stories that make the segment feel bigger than, here's a dish. It's lifestyle television that asks, how do I make this moment beautiful and welcoming? If Pamela is a dinner with friends, Meghan is an open house you can actually pull off.
Both have got trailers, both have come out soon, both have got huge fanfares, both invite friends and famous guests to join them.
Which is just absolutely shocking.
So why did Copycat explode? Simple. Compare culture. Side-by-side edits on TikTok flatten nuance into quick outrage. A candle becomes aesthetic theft. A chopping board becomes evidence. Add Meghan's name, instantly polarizing, and you get a ready-made storm. But when a person withstanding shuts it down, you have to recalibrate. The rumor machine thrives on silence. Pamela's on-camera answer took away the vacuum, and the algorithm had less oxygen to burn.
But it also addresses that she doesn't care about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't invent cooking shows or
Yes.
shows, so I mean,
Yes.
she's just doing her thing.
There's also a timeline problem. Viewers forget that shows take months to develop. Concepts overlap all the time in food and lifestyle because the toolkit is shared. Kitchens, guests, seasonal menus, table design. When two projects arrive within the same year, the internet assumes one copied the other last week. Reality check. Both teams were building in parallel. That's not a conspiracy. That's a crowded genre. As Pamela herself suggested, nobody owns the idea of cooking on camera.
You know, having your friends round and being nice and providing them with things that they would like. So it's a very silly, childish way.
Doesn't concern me because I'm focused on my own life. Beautiful response, because
Let's talk production DNA. Pamela's show favors a boutique docu-dinner rhythm. Fewer segments, longer scenes, and an edit that trusts the conversation. You feel the air in the room. Music is present but not pushy. Even the plating reads, hands-on, heart first, not studio perfect. That choice signals confidence. Let the audience settle in and notice texture. It's the difference between a whisper you lean toward and a shout you step back from. Whisper television works when the host can hold a room without a sprint. Meghan's production DNA is different on purpose. Segments are structured to deliver learned moments, tips, tricks, frames you can screenshot and use. The pace is friendly and forward. The camera finds little details, glassware, garnish, table cards that add to the hosting toolbox. You can feel the intention to leave viewers with something actionable. That's not a flaw, it's a strategy. If you want comfort plus ideas you can steal for Saturday night, you'll call it a win. Here's the authenticity test I use: consistency plus competence. Is the host doing something aligned with their current public voice? And are they good at it on camera? Pamela's late career reset, quieter, grounded, close to home, connects cleanly with her dinner series vibe. Meghan's post-royal lane, community, wellness, creativity, maps to a lifestyle show that blends food with entertaining. Both pass the consistency check. Competence shows up in small things: knife confidence, plating restraint, how well a conversation stays human when 3 cameras are rolling.
look at that. She's just doing her thing. I didn't invent cooking. She's also very humble because, of course, she didn't invent it. So she knows she can't say she invented the cooking format. But you did have a with love in your title.
Audience reception throws a curveball. Meghan's name arrives with baked-in polarization. Some viewers come to love, some come to boo, and both camps watch closely. That skews the conversation around her show louder, faster, messier. Pamela's audience, meanwhile, is leaning into her reinvention arc, so the baseline is warmer. Neither reaction proves who's real. It proves how pre-existing narratives shape first impressions. If you judge only by noise, you'll miss the quieter wins that actually make people return episode to episode. Let's address the claim at the center with a clean lens. If this were a true copy, you'd expect mirror beats, identical segment order, similar set grammar, repeated story framing. That's not what's on screen. The overlap you see is genre overlap. Cooking, hosting, friends, pretty tables, which is like saying 2 travel shows, both visit beaches. The destination isn't the proof, the path is. Pamela's path is intimacy. Meghan's path is curation. Different roads, same neighborhood, no trespassing.
You did have a similar format that Meghan seemed to like. So I love this response.
I think she's obviously done somebody else has done a lot of research for her to come up with all these tea parties.
Let's address the claim at the center with a clean lens. If this were a true copy, you'd expect mirror beats, identical segment order, similar set grammar, repeated story framing. That's not what's on screen. The overlap you see is genre overlap: cooking, hosting, friends, pretty tables, which is like saying 2 travel shows, both visit beaches. The destination isn't the proof, the path is. Pamela's path is intimacy. Meghan's path is curation. Different roads, same neighborhood, no trespassing.
To be overexcited about what you're doing when you must know in your heart that other people are doing the same as you before you.
So what would make either show win the real deal debate over time? Specificity. Viewers remember exactness, a personal story behind a family recipe, a plating trick that solves a real problem, a guest who adds unexpected warmth instead of headline value. We want process, not just polish. What failed, what got fixed, what a host actually eats when the cameras are off. The more a show reveals the hiccups between idea and plate, the more it stops feeling like a brand exercise and starts feeling like dinner. Social media will keep remixing. There will be more split screens, more candle comparisons, more gotcha edits built for quick dopamine. That's fine, but don't let a 12-second montage replace a 40-minute watch. If the claim is plagiarism, watch full episodes and ask, do I feel guided or staged? Do I learn something I'll use? Do I feel like I just visited someone? Or like I toured a showroom? Your answers will be clearer than any viral caption and they'll be yours. No algorithm required. My honest read, Pamela Anderson feels most authentic when the conversation is allowed to meander and the food is comfort you can taste through the screen. Meghan Markle feels most authentic when the polish cracks a little and the craft takes center stage over the brand. The moment a guest lights up, the recipe throws a curve or a detail solves a hosting problem you actually have. Neither has to imitate the other. The win is in leaning harder into what already works. Final call to action. If you want more long-form breakdowns that separate buzz from backbone, tap like, drop a comment with your verdict, team dinner party or team hostess, and subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive. Who's the real deal? Maybe the better question is, who makes you cook, host, or call a friend after the credits roll? That answer is the only one that matters, and it's the one you'll come back for.